My role, the title is Housing Tenancy Manager for Mangatawa. You're right, I've been in it about just over 2 years. So I look after the properties, so the maintenance, making sure that we comply with legislation, health and safety stuff, and the tenants. And any issues I report to the committee once a month, any issues that come up that are bigger than what I'm authorised to handle. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The incorporation itself is actually quite big. Housing is a small part of it. There's quite a bit of commercial activity that allows the social activity like housing, kaumātua grants, education grants, things like that to happen. And so there's kiwi fruit orchards, there's some commercial leasing down the road there. You see Main Freight coming up, that's part of Mangatawa commercial development. Yeah, kiwi fruit orchards, green and yellow gold, and a bit of a farm, small farm to look after the whenua, and a bit of avocado, small avocado orchard. Yeah, so that's what allows all the social activity to happen. Between 800 and 1,000 shareholders altogether, in incorporated blocks that happened back in 1957. Pretty forward-thinking owners at that time. Yeah, so it's allowed to get it to this place. And also the Pacific Coast Retirement Village across the other side of the highway, we're 50% owners in that as well, and another retirement village coming on the other side of Granada Street. So we're one Granada Street, and then coming across the other side of Granada Street, just having another one developing now, being started building. Yeah, so that all brings in revenue that can be used to provide social support for the shareholders. So we have a range of housing, as you've said. We've got 12 4-bedroom whānau rental homes. We've got 3 new LTO homes that are owned and occupied. We've got 12 2-bedroom kaumātua houses and 4 1-bedroom kaumātua houses. So those are all rentals. Some of them we work with Housing New Zealand to find tenants for, but those are all shareholder, living in those houses. And then there's some that were existing licensed to occupy homes that have been here for many, many, many years. So for the whānau homes, the main for all of them is that they are a shareholder in the Mangatawa incorporation blocks. So there's Mangatawa blocks that are not in the incorporation, but if they're a shareholder in the blocks that are in the incorporation or shareholders of the incorporation, that's one of the main qualifications. For kaumātua homes, they need to be, for the 2 bedrooms, 65 or over. For the 1 bedrooms, they're 55 and over. And for the family homes, there's no age, of course, yeah, but they're 4-bedroom homes, so we don't want to have 2 people living in a 4-bedroom home, so that kind of thing. We work with WINS and for the Social Housing Register as well, and we try and get low rents for them, and so many of them get a subsidy from Ministry of Social Development to bring what they pay, top it up to market rent. Yeah, anybody we don't charge more than 30% of people's income anyway. That's the maximum that they'll pay for rent. So that's pretty good. Yeah, we work a bit with Housing New Zealand as well, especially for the kaumātua. We have a shared arrangement with them for some of the kaumātua housing, and so they have criteria as well. People need to be on the Social Housing Register is one of the other main. So a shareholder, the age, and then on the Social Housing Register. So they just get in touch with WINS to get onto that. We have tenancy agreements that they sign. So they make application to us to get on our waiting list, and when the vacancy comes up, we get in touch. Saying we work with Housing New Zealand, like I said, with some of them as well. They get a tenancy agreement, pay a bond, go with the law. And get the key and move in. Yeah. So we do quarterly house inspections. For the operational part, do quarterly house inspections where we look for maintenance, make sure everybody's okay. We're looking after the houses and the people in them. We help get budgeting advice for people that need it. If we think people need some other social support, we try and identify appropriate support for them as well, connect them up. Some of the challenges are sometimes the system, and we work quite a lot with the Ministry of Social Development and Housing New Zealand to try and iron out any little kinks that make things a bit harder. So that thing. Sometimes, you know, people, I'm a shareholder, I can be here, I can do whatever I want, kind of thing, you know, but human nature. Sometimes helping people, like some of the big gains that I think we've had is that people getting confident because they've got a home, kids are looked after in school, they get a job. You know, sometimes they haven't had a job for a while. You know, that's something that can be, you know, probably give them a real good sense of achievement. People that haven't felt comfortable to talk to WINS, you know, honestly about their situation can be supported to do that as well. And so we've had people that have really struggled financially because they didn't feel able to do that, and yeah, been able to hook them up with WINS and get all the support that they're entitled to. Oh, right, yes. Oh, some of the celebrations are, you know, like the kaumātua, one in particular that I can think of. I rang him up to say we had a vacancy, you know, would you like to consider coming and living in one of these houses? He goes, oh no, there's people that need it way more than me. And we've been trying to talk to him for quite a while. No, I said to him, you've got no power, you've got no water, you live in the shed. We haven't got anybody that needs it more than you. And he ended up taking it and coming to live here. And oh, that was a real blessing, that one. That was really cool. Then afterwards, a couple of months after he moved in, I went to see him and he goes, I can use my power tools. You know, I can make things. I've got a shed, you know, because they've got a garage, yeah. And you know, it had changed his life quite a bit, I think, yeah. So it was really cool. That was an amazing, awesome outcome. I think do it. You know, if you've got the whenua and you've got the people, just work hard. There's a lot of processes to go through to get, but there is funding help available, especially if you are a new Papakainga. You know, you're more likely to get help to do it. But the sense of achievement of being able to bring your people home, that's another. We've had people come home from Australia, you know, but didn't think they had a hope of getting a house, you know, and we've been able to help them out with that. And just being able to help house your people, it's so hard now, you know, and that's just such an achievement. Just do it, you know. There's a lot of work, but you can get there, and there's a lot of people around to support and encourage you as well.